Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in and hanging out again. It is time for our weekly What Sold video. Sorry I didn't get to it last week. It was President's Day and my daughter had the day off of school. So things happen, but here we are again. So let's talk about the weekend. Hopefully everybody had an awesome sales weekend. For us, we did about $1,400 in sales between both eBay and Poshmark. So we did $930 on eBay, and then Poshmark we did $441, which was actually the best weekend that we've ever had on Posh. It was crazy. I'm not sure why that happened, if it's just the time of year or what, or if it's this new Posh feature. If you don't know about that, Posh is doing has this new tool available on the site where you can send an offer to all the people that liked your item. So you send an offer, the item has to be reduced by at least 10%, as well as you have to offer them a shipping discount. So I did get a couple of my sales that way, but I really didn't do it on that many items. It was just a great weekend. I think maybe it had something to do with that. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this new option. Like I said, it got me a couple sales, but if you have like 100 likes on an item and then you send that offer, as far as I understand, it goes to that 100 people. And to me, it feels kind of spammy, which isn't really my style, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't bother people. They do have the opportunity to decline. It comes to them as like an actual offer. They can accept it, decline it, counter it, whatnot. So we'll see. I think it's a step in the right direction because it's, more interaction on Posh and it gets you sales, but like I said, it might annoy people and dissuade them from liking an item just because they don't want to get all the notifications, but we'll see. So let's get to what actually sold. And while we're talking about Posh, I only grabbed a couple of the Posh items because a lot of the items were some like wholesale type stuff that I sell that I don't need to show on here over and over again. It makes more sense to show you the unique things that sold that you are likely to run across in thrift shops. So the first item is a Max Mara Weekender coat. It's like a puffy coat. This actually was one of the items that sold with the new feature. It's called Weekend, sorry. It's really cute. The color is really pretty. So this time of year, you sell coats, you sell bathing suits, you sell shorts, you sell sweaters. This was a coat sale. I did sell a lot of bathing suits, but I paid about maybe $7 for this, and it sold for $50. So that was a good sale. And the next one is this Nanette Lepore jacket. It's so pretty. The color is beautiful. It's got like this like ruched sleeve. I love Nanette Lepore. They make really like kind of classic, elegant type stuff. So really cute. I was shocked. Like I paid less than $1 for this. I was really surprised when I found it for that price. And it sold for $30. So that was a good Posh sale. So now we will talk about the eBay sales. And usually I know on Mondays I was doing like a what sold video and then also showing some of the things that I sourced. But unfortunately this weekend I did not have a lot of time for sourcing, so I really didn't buy much stuff to resell. Just selling a lot of stuff, I guess. It's good when that happens too, because then you're not spending a lot of money, you're just making a lot of money. Sometimes you just need to stockpile the money. So anyway, so this is one of my eBay sales. This sold for $50. It's a vintage Denver Broncos starter coat, which is really cool. I actually bought this a long time ago and held on to it for a while, waiting for the right price, which is fine. I do that with stuff. I don't always have to sell things super quick. So this is cool because it folds into a duffel bag. It's really neat. I've never seen anything like it, but I probably paid about, let me see how much I paid, $10 for it, and it sold for $50, plus the buyer paid shipping. And they got themselves a coat/duffel bag. So the next item is a really pretty cashmere Talbot sweater. And I love selling cashmere. It sells pretty quickly and for a decent price. This was a small petite, like a boat neck sweater. I love the color. I did pay up for this at Goodwill. I paid because the top's there like $4 to $5, so I paid probably like $4 to $5 for it, and it sold for $22. So the next item is a Chico's top, and I know I talk about this brand a lot because I really like it. It sells really well. It's a size 2, which is the equivalent of a size large. Check out the Chico's size chart when you pick up Chico's pieces. It's got like the lace sleeve, kind of an artsy print. And it sold for $20, and I wouldn't pay more than like $1 for something like that, so $20. And I know I talked before about how I'm trying to get better at men's stuff. So you'll notice I do have a couple of decent men's item sales. The stuff that sells the best for me is like athletic wear. Always sells super fast. This is an Under Armour small, just like polo shirt. And this sold for $20. And I paid probably about $2 for it. So yeah, men's athletic stuff is good. I always grab it if it's in good shape. That's the other thing about men's stuff is, I don't know if it's just the nature of men and women with clothing, but it's harder to find for me to find men's clothing in decent shape. I mean, you can find so many women's items that look brand new, like they were never worn or maybe worn once, but men seem to wear their clothes longer till they're like worn out and then donate them. So I always find a lot fewer male items that are in good shape. Or maybe they just don't buy as much clothes. I mean, it could be anything. I don't want to be sexist or draw any kind of inferences, but that is just a possible explanation. So the next top is really super pretty. This was actually, I'm not sure why I put this in here, because this was a liquidation item that I purchased. You can go online and search different liquidators and buy things like in bulk and have it shipped to your house. I recommend doing a lot of research before you do that and finding, reputable places. But so this came with like a liquidation. I probably paid about $4 or $5 a piece for each item, but it's all, brand new with tags. And this guy sold for $27. Next item was another item, I believe, I'm not positive exactly where I got this, but I think where I got it, I probably paid about $1 for it. It's a Cabi jacket, and you always want to search on Cabi, or Cabi, however you want to say it. You always want to search the style number, which is on the tag, because it will tell you the name of the garment. This was like something safari. I don't know. I put it in the title because I know people search by that too. So this I probably paid like $1, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. This was kind of a fun one. I love vintage. This is like a 90s like little vintage sweater with like the lace sleeves. I think I paid this, got this like in a thrift bulk deal, and it was like 40 cents. And it sold for $20. So that was a great return on that. This one is a brand that I love to find. I've only found it twice. But the brand is Betty Page. It is a brand that makes these reproduction, like retro style dresses in different like 50s style like clothing, like pinup type stuff though. So it's a really cute dress. And I believe I got this for $1 or $2, and it sold for $34. So the last one I had before this sold for $50. So keep your eye out for that. I really like finding that stuff. Next thing, I love this. It's a Matilda Jane cardigan sweater. It's really cute. It's got like the little like ruffled trim on the collar, cable knit. It's really pretty. So anyway, yep, this was definitely less than $1. I got this in a bag sale. And I know I'm saying like stuff less than $1. People often ask me like, how do you find like such good deals? Because they say like, oh, my thrift shop is overpriced, but I'm telling you, the deals are out there. You might have to drive out of town. I drive out of town for a lot of the sales that I go to. Just look up the thrift shops that are within whatever radius you feel comfortable driving, and then call and ask, what are your sales or promotions or whatever, and then the deals are out there. You just got to work for it. So anyway, so this I paid less than $1, and it was $25 plus the buyer paid shipping. That's what it sold for. Another one of my very favorite brands. I'm sure you recognize it. Always get excited when I see this tag. And it's just like a linen little sweater. And less than $1 again in a bag sale. And it sold for $27.50. So, yay. Alright. Last item. It's going to be a short video today. Got a lot of stuff I got to do for school. So, another men's athletic wear shirt. Size small. Nike Dry Fit. Always does well. The little thumb holes. So this I probably paid like maybe $2, $3 for. And it sold for $20. So, awesome. Sale there. So, that is all I have today. Go ahead in the comments and maybe leave me a comment on what you think about the new Posh feature if you're a Poshmark seller. And let's get a discussion going on that. And I will see you guys all next Monday. Bye.